Hello everyone, welcome back if you return to the channel, and welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're new, hello, I'm Shikyo Sendo. I play video games for fun, and I write under the pen name JW Ashtier. If you're interested in any fantasy stories using global mythology with a sapphic main character, feel free to check the link in the description. It will take you to an Amazon listing in which you can buy my book. About $5, so do not feel that you need to, but I would personally appreciate if you do. I am a personal self-published author, so I kind of need to do these little videos to get the word out about my book. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in it. Take care. Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age the Veilguard. I hope you all having a wonderful new year. Off screen, I did my explorations, I got my stuff done, and we're ready to continue onwards. I am going to mention this real quickly. My opening intro is going to be moved to the back of the video going forward. Purely because I feel like it'd be a good idea to put it as a closing stinger instead. You know, that way I'm not bothering you with my same spiel at the beginning of every video. You know, that way it's a little more something something for people at the end. And I may change it every so often just to keep it fresh. You know, you never know. Either way, today's set is going to be dedicated to us doing the two companion quests we have, one for Tash and one for Emmerich, and then on to something wrong. So let's get to it. Hold on, who is hardened? No. There we go. I do also have builds for all my companions as well now. I have it actually saved on a notepad that I have right here. So we can level them up properly.
You got me doing even more crazy instead.
Yep. Let's start this quest.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey. Don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
I wasn't expecting.
What?
I don't know. You with the birds. This is fun.
Oh. Good.
Can I help?
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic or.
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antom called you a Dari?
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds.
So I will mention that I really liked the expanding nature of us getting more information about the Kunari. Don't forget, apart from what we hear from Sten and a little bit from Isabella and the Arashock and 2 and a little bit from Iron Bull, we still don't know a hell of a lot about the Kunari. So it's nice to get a little bit about that. I like it.
My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. You little guys hungry?
Alright, so I'm gonna mention this real quickly because my friend pointed this out, and I've been thinking about it a little bit. Tosh just mentioned that the Qun isn't a prison, that people can leave if they want. But that kind of goes against Tal-Vashoth, what we know about them. Which leads me to believe something. Either A, Tash doesn't know as much about the Qun as they claim to, or B, which is my personal belief, you can join the Qun and leave at your leisure, but in order to be branded Vashath or Tal Vashath, you have to leave in a more you have to leave in a non-sanctioned way. Like, I believe Tash's mother left with Tash, but was given permission by the Arashok, or the ruling party of Parvalin, to be able to leave without being branded Tal Vashath. An example of non-leaving, leaving in a non-permitted way is how the Iron Bull did, which is leaving by betraying the Qun. Since, for all intents and purposes, Tasha's mother is a good person and respected among the Qun for being a teacher, she was allowed to leave with Tash, because Tash wasn't officially a part of the Qun yet, since Tash was a child. That's kind of how I view it. But again, we don't have a lot of information involving the Qunari or the Qun itself or their practices, so we don't fully know.
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
You can scare the birds
There's
off, but
enough
if you
for
do
all
it
of you.
right, you can get a little extra bond with Tash.
Shathan was worried about what the Qunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them.
Fair. So yeah, that's just my belief. I have no evidence to support it.
What the crap is that?
And I'm fully aware that it is
Marking
literally just a
their
headcanon.
territory.
Not on my beach. Vashvatari! Come on. These banners need to burn.
And I don't fully remember
I'm on it.
what we learned from Tash and their mother.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh.
Ooh, ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
And I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An
To be
on-time
fair,
supply
extra spicy
cache.
food,
Too bad it's locked
always
up.
nice.
Not for long. Watch.
Tosh, see what you can do.
Like, I love me some jambalaya
burned
and
right
curry.
through it.
Oh,
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby.
fair.
This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatash, it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
What's the difference between drip rain and mist rain?
Drip rain soaks through the clothes. Mist rain just wets the skin. Sorry. I don't know all the words in your language.
No, I get it.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
So yeah, this brings up my point about the difference between Talvashoth leaving of your own. Sorry, a little tired. Leaving with permission versus leaving without permission. Karash here left that permission, so he would probably be labeled Talvashoth in my reading of it. Whereas Tash and their mother would still be Boss, I believe it's called, which is the term for someone who is not of the Qun but is respected.
I'm sorry the Antam did that to you.
I do not have my old life or work, but I remember who I am. The Antam have lost even that.
You saw their banners? They're in the area.
I will not be seen.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatash. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatash.
Panahedan. I'll see you soon.
So the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So you're a little Kunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon.
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
Sorry, I was looking up the terms again. I was partly right. Boss literally means thing, which is foreign to the Qun, purposeless. Often used as a neutral term to describe non-Qun people in the same manner as foreigner or stranger. Also used as after a weapon name to detonate it. To detonate it is intended for mages. Basilit An is the term I was looking for, which is a non-Qunari worthy of respect. There's also Basra, which is a rude term for non-Qunari. And Bastar, the keeper of Bas, a role within the Antam. In my definitions, Tash and their mother would be Baslit An, or even Bas, because they are purposeless. Possibly Baslit An for being respectable. Just as a fun little side note. Also, I gotta put this out. I mention this every time this comes up. Whenever Qunari mentions sweets, I love it. Purely because it's a fun little world building bit. The Qunari don't have baked goods in the terms of cookies or cakes or sweets. This is because every person of the Qun has a purpose, and everything is measured out perfectly. Real world history here: cookies, cakes, most confectionery desserts were designed purely because of leftover dough that would have been thrown out otherwise, but the baker decided, I'm gonna try something. And that's how we got cookies and how we got cake. But since the Qun never had that, they've never developed their own cookies or their own sweets. They probably since have tried to replicate it, because every Qunari, since Dragon Age Origins, has loved sweets. It's always hilarious when you play Origins and you give Sten cookies because he just loves it.
Oh, how do you get it?
I left my old life behind when I joined the Antivan Crows. Then I had to leave that to help stop Solus. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah,
Not wrong.
maybe.
Always look at your perspective from someone else's. Makes things interesting.
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. Because she's sleeping in my base, which means I own the bed. I'm actually next on laundry detail.
She always did like the mouthy ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again, Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
So, the mouthy ones, huh?
Well, thanks for coming. We should get back.
Thanks for having me along. Maybe we can do this again.
Right? Yep.
So cute. So we got that done. New armor set, cool. And then on to the Necropolis. I am going to do a quick stop to pick up a side quest here, and I'll be doing it later on off screen, most of it off screen, because it is tied to a guide video I'm working on for you guys. Where is it? To my right.
We even conceived visit.
Nope. This way. To unlock this door, you need to find 4 wisps. They'll all be in this area, the central area. And just bring them here and they'll open the door for you. Super simple. Grab that. Knock, knock.
Sealed tight.
Stand back. Are you Venatori? Are there sniffing rats? What form have you all? This vault's riches are mine. I tore them from the dead, and with me, they will remain.
Demon. Must be. Let's search around. Maybe the Venatori knew something.
So there's a fun side up. My friend got to this quest before me. Had no idea the significance of the Formless One. This actually is a very important demon. I'm gonna look him up again so I can make sure I get it all right. But essentially, in every Dragon Age game so far, we've come across a demon of the Forbidden One's order. The Forbidden One are ancient, powerful demons. In Origins, we fought against Ghilan'nain. In Dragon Age 2, it was Zabanek. In Inquisition, we actually came across Ishmael. And the Formless One is the last of the four. There is actually a quote by an unknown author that talks about them. The first of the Magus cast themselves deep into the Fade, in search of answers and power, always power. They found the Forbidden Ones, Zabanek, Ishmael, Ghilan'nain the Unbound, and the Formless One. Many conversations were had, and much of the fabric of the world revealed, and thus the magic of blood was born. It is because of these four demons, or spirits, what you want to call them, that we have blood mages. So it's a fun little side note. We have, in every single playthrough, found them and beaten them. But yeah, it's one of those creatures you want to be careful of.
This note says the door's seals are tied to demons out in the world. Killing them unseals the door, but they'll keep returning until we destroy whatever's behind the door itself.
Nasty trick, but we can't ignore it.
Let's keep an eye out.
And we'll be doing that next time. Well, not next time, but we'll be doing it eventually. This quest, around level 40, we could beat them. It'd just be a pain in the butt. Alright. Check that. Well, we could do it. It'll be a long, long fight. That's for sure. Although we did beat
Looks like the candles
Bethal,
worked.
so maybe not as long as I think it might be. You're supposed to fight her around level 40, 45 as well, so. Ooh. Awesome surprise, this door's here. Boop. Alright, let's go hang out with Emmerich.
Greetings, Rook.
Greetings, Emmerich.
Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
It's like being in a very, very specialized museum.
Yes, but the purpose of the tableau...
Wait, did one just move?
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
He was being a little sarcastic there, but
So
I
what
love
now?
this little side quest. It's
We
so
light
cool.
candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm down here.
Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
I'm actually curious about when
Do
the
you
Storm
know,
Age was.
I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber.
Okay.
Could you light the next candle?
I don't know. It was a while ago, that's for sure. That's for sure. I think about 300 years ago, we live in the 900 Dragon, I believe it was.
Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
If you ever want a side job, the crows are always looking for new potions.
Yes, as I recall, you're rather famous for it. This way, Rook.
Just a touch.
You were right
Okay.
about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census.
So, the Storm Age was during the First Qunari War. Also, the new Exalted Marches. The Grey Warrens were banished from Ferelden with a failed coup d'etat from Warden Commander Sophia
You need to light
Drayden.
these candles as well.
Yeah, so there was an entire age between Storm and Dragon, which was the Blessed Age.
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
Crows have plenty of ceremony, believe me.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me.
Plus, Thea, also has a respect for the macabre. Hi.
Ah, look here.
Hi? Should I say hi?
It's curious about you. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Waking up one day with magic must have felt lucky.
It put me on a brighter path. Oh, I was such a morbid child.
No.
Everything terrified me when I first arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come.
I have
The
respect
next
for
set of
people
graves
that
lies ahead.
deal with the dead. It's a morbid thing, but I have a lot of respect for people who are able to do it, like morticians, gravekeepers.
Please, light
It's
the
all
next
very
candles,
a
if
very
you would.
respectful profession. They may have a dark sense of humor every so
There's
often,
much
but
to recommend about the rhythm of a
you know.
ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality.
fair. I will say I do like Emmerich's death
All
magic
this
more than I
pageantry,
do
this
Inquisition's version of
magnificent
it.
gloom and its
Inquisition
rites.
was more
I
we
ask you,
control
Rook,
time. This is more.
what is it for?
It's
Yeah,
gotta be
we
the
control the
living,
dead.
right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light.
So cute.
Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
It's part of life.
I wish I'd had your equanimity when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
That sounds great. Thanks.
Would you mind letting Manfred pour? He does so love seeing the steam rise from the cups.
Manfred's so precious. Like, give the little skull boy a hug. All right. Walking the graves. There's still a few things we can do here if we want to. I'm going to do that off screen because, you know, kind of dull. But I will point out
Hey,
one thing.
Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then. The bare bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts, put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the ones at your desk? You could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
I kind of want an army of Manfreds now. So yeah, from this checkpoint, if we go around over here, another one of those foggy doors. It's how you get the chest above it. It took me a long ass time to figure out how to get this thing. Plus, it's an upgrade to Tasha's armor. So yay! Wait for that to go away. Fine. Alright. There is still a fair few chests in this general area, as well as along this path. I'll come back later to do it. Bear in mind, you will have 2 chests left over here. And the unique, I believe, they'll be inside the Unbound's quest line. Alright, we got that done. Let's continue the story.
Rook, welcome to the Hossberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
Foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hossberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
If there was a place that needed wardens...
Then here we are.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much...
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say wardens sense blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Become a warden, hear the blight. And people assume crow initiations are intense.
I assumed they were murderers.
Oh, I walked into that. So what's the plan?
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
Samples? That's gonna be... gross? That's probably the best word for it.
I'll give you something to contain the Blight. And watch for Darkspawn out there.
Right. Darkspawn. Can't forget them.
Good luck.
I honestly should have grabbed Davern while I was coming over here. Actually, I might still be able to. There's a fast shovel right there. Got the party. Davrin and Nev. Every time, every time. Davrin, because this is the Grey Warden area, so we get some extra points from having him with us. He is a Grey Warden, does more damage to the Darkspawn. And Nev, because she's useful. We need to get her bond up as much as possible.
Need something?
Alright. Could also use that. And that. Might as well grab that. Do I need that one? Let me check my build. Okay. A little too far. Nope, don't need that. Okay.
Another day.
Later on, there will be a lot of shops here. There are a few, but not a whole hell of a lot.
Let's find those boil samples.
But they're useful.
Looks like there's cave.
You've been to the farmlands?
I'm gonna skip through this. All we have to do is go to the town and deal with the missing person. But there'll be more shops available here as well. However, for now, I should be able to get most of Davrin's
You're here to help? You think you and 2 wardens can fix all this?
Possibly. I need wing cape. Let me pull up my builds again. Don't need that. Or that. Or that.
All right, you're set.
Let's check the other shop.
The trees from the wetlands are unique. We've had lumber imported. It's not the same.
I'll take this. Grab these two. Don't need that.
It's the little details.
What's your thing?
I wouldn't be surprised if damage from the blight stirred something up.
Whether it's a curse or a darkspawn.
Something strange at this Gaspin Manor.
That's
People
a little
in
later
Lavendale
on.
believe it's cursed.
I think there's another shop around here.
He came through so fast.
Lavendale Village. Whatever happened here looks like Demeter's Crossing.
It's still standing. And I'll fight to keep it that way.
Often a place needs someone in its corner. This one needs more than a few.
Okay, let's equip this stuff. Companion, Davrin. Wind Cape. I don't have the other things required for him yet. But I will later. Alright, let's continue the story. Or the quest. The other one, we have to go to a mansion, which I'll do off screen. Nothing really major there.
Got a sample. I'm guessing they'll need more than one.
Knowing how Antoine experiments. Yes.
Probably.
Nice move, bro.
Thank you, Davrin. There. Sorry, I need to clear out my throat a bit. Go ahead and pop. Oh, hold on. Getting comfortable. My back's starting to act up a little bit. Ah. My arm rests. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Yoink.
Got the sample.
Lovely.
We'll deal with that in a sec.
If a person is blighted and doesn't go through whatever wardens go through, how long?
Depends on the person. With the changes to the blight, the answer.
Pop these motherfuckers. I might need to come back because I don't think I've fully properly explored this place. Some other characters. This off.
Darkspawn, don't drop your guard.
Really, I didn't see Darkspawn. That lasts for a while now.
Everyone all right?
Maybe.
I've had some practice at this. Back to what we were saying.
Davrin, if a person is blighted and doesn't go through whatever wardens go through.
Got it.
First at Demeter's Crossing, now here, and the gods are just getting started.
I've never seen a surge like this.
Alright, let's do a little fight as well. Because why the hell not?
They come.
Bit. Yeah, this motherfucker teleports, that's right. Yeah, you can stop that bullshit.
I'm there. Not ready. Hang on.
Get my arrows back. Frames for that bullshit. Ow.
Ready when you are.
Where'd it go?
I caught my breath. As you say. Just a second.
Oh. Come on. Take that blast. Yeah, no, buddy. Where's it? Oh, Lord!
That's got it.
I'm ready to go again. I put him right where you want him.
Keep going. Nope.
Get clear.
I'm getting clear, don't worry.
Take your blight.
That's a win.
Alright, give me that essence.
Better get this where it's needed.
Yeah, eventually.
Trouble nearby.
You. Over here. Climb. What's in the box?
Got company.
Dark Shard upgrade. Perfect. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Like a fucking great.
Digging over the same areas. What was he searching for?
Give me that. Pop that. There we go. See anything else? Well, here's the well.
Better be ready. More of that, Rook.
I'm doing my best.
Knock him down.
That's
This... a well.
Well,
An echo?
echo.
Echo!
Echo.
yeah.
That's not my voice.
Not your voice.
We'll do that in a bit. So the thing about this echo, there is a side quest we're working on with this. If we go back into the Fade after we finish the side quest, into the crossroads specifically, and go to a location, the big blighted tree in the frost area, we'll find a well there. By going down to the well, we'll find whatever caused the echo. Just a fun little side note. Deal that in a minute. You don't get anything really majorly special out of it apart from... Oh. I did not know I could do that. You don't get unique gear, you don't get special armor or weapons. You just get a upgraded piece of gear. But, you know, if you're going for everything, you have to do it. Plus, you do get a little bit of EXP, so.
Signs of a family that disappeared.
Pop all these.
I've got this.
Please and thank you. Pursuant implements.
Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
Promises them a way out, then keeps them in the same place. Like a game.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once.
Alright, so let's go seal it and then continue on.
Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well.
Sealing.
It's done. No more echo.
For now.
So yeah, we'll deal with the echo later. Oh, hello. Don't remember this. Why is this here? Legit sniping perch? Huh. Oh, hi!
An ogre.
I think it sensed us attacking the boils. It's not.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
You just want to shoot stuff.
Maybe. Got a problem with that? Ballistas are useful. As is my freaking Gatling mini grenade launcher.
Keep that.
Down.
Yeet.
I'm good to go.
There's something in there too. Hello, hello. Recruit simple tunic.
And another sample.
I think we've got enough.
Maybe.
Yeah. Let's get back to Evgar and Antoine.
I technically could have done all this off screen, or I could have also done come here, get the trigger cutscene, and then leave, do their stuff.
Davrin, if a person is blighted and doesn't go through whatever wardens go through, how long?
Depends on the person. With the changes to the blight, the answer's even more uncertain.
Right. Well, another thing we can't predict.
Look, Dev, I'm sorry. But it was between you, Minrathos, with an actual standing military, and a bunch of fucking assassins, whose main power is the element of surprise. It's also a freaking merchant town. Chillax.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
Maybe.
There was something in the well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
It's sealed again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know.
Alright. Only an echo. Ooh, Davin leveled up. Nice. Howdy. Hold on, let me just... I can't. Oh well, I'll do it later.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden,
Stay away from the Blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
I don't know. Try it again.
If you think posturing will gain you ground, you're mistaken.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. She's telling the truth. The blight has changed. And that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
Why listen to the experts? You've clearly got this handled.
That's enough from you. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
Are talks with him ever pleasant?
We talked about the rain once. It was neutral.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgar'nan had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
I swear I'm gonna punch that guy in the face. Such a dick. Instant Helm, great. Mercenary Blade, 400 Warden Strength, nice.
We should take a break.
And I leveled up.
Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Worry about that later. Lighthouse!
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
How long do we have?
A day, a week? Darkspawn are charging through the deep roads. Makes it hard to get an accurate idea of where they are. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
You know, this does make me wonder. How is he so goddamn certain how the Blight works? They still have no clue what the Blight even really is. We do now, but no one else really knows. Like, there's little bits here and there, yeah, but no major concrete. It's just there. So, like, come on, guys. Dude, be a little more flexible.
How fares your battle?
The gods are moving against Weishaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the blighted dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
You know I could just lie to you, right?
Indeed. But the truth is merely recalled, while a lie must be constructed. Knowing you would expend the effort to construct that lie rather than answer truthfully would tell me a great deal.
The First Warden refuses to listen.
As I feared.
I tried diplomacy. I tried being firm. Nothing worked.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you denied that you were even the leader. That sufficed for me. But the Grey Wardens believe in dedication and authority. They already see themselves as the perfect choice to fight the Darkspawn. You cannot defeat Elgar'nan and Ghilan'nain without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
I don't have to convince all of them. I just have to convince the First Warden.
Or remove him.
Enjoyable as that is to imagine, I doubt the rest of the Wardens would approve.
Did you know the Evanuris once numbered many more than those whose names survive in the Elven Pantheon? One warlord was particularly cruel. I sought to free his slaves, but so fearsome was his reputation that none would join me.
What did you do?
I made people laugh at him.
How did that help?
For 12 years. Every sound near him, from whispered pleas to shouted oaths to crackling fire, all became mocking laughter. His mind broke under the ridicule, and when he fell, his slaves rose up and joined me.
I doubt laughter is going to work on the First Warden.
If not that, then what?
Whatever it takes.
Easily said, but it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes. The old gods of Tevinter, the archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanurus.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanurus as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanurus until their Dragon Thrall is slain.
It says a lot about these talks that kill an archdemon is the easy part.
It will not be easy. But you are this world's only hope. I would not suggest this path if I did not believe you could succeed.
Oh, the god of lies believes in me.
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanurus are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
All right. Kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanurus down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared.
Easy enough. Alright, let's talk to everyone else and then end this set. Wasn't Emmerich had something to say? Ah, frick. Think I might have missed out on a time bit. Let's give this gift to Devrin. Go talk to Tash and see if that fixes things.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
You wouldn't look stupid in a dress, if that's what you wanted to wear.
I don't want to wear a fucking dress!
Clear and to the point. So, what do you want? Your mother didn't just make you angry. Something she said got its hooks into you. Why?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
Could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
I like Dash. I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it every single time I get a chance to. They're talking about a very sensitive topic. Gender identity is a thing that isn't new. It's been around for literal centuries. There are depictions, I believe, in Roman and Greek accounts about men who felt more comfortable as a woman and women who felt more comfortable as a man, and those who felt non-binary. And gender in psychology is a very complicated thing. I've studied psychology. Believe me, it's not fun to study psychology, but it does tell you a lot of interesting things. As always, first and foremost, this channel was, and always will be a safe place for people who want to feel comfortable being themselves. If you are straight, gay, bi, trans, asexual, pansexual, you are always welcome here. Always. If you are comfortable, leave a comment saying so. If you don't want to be, if you're not ready for it, don't. Just don't attack people. Let people be happy. What's so hard about that? Like, seriously. A lot of my friends are in the LGBTQ community, and I love them all. They're all great people. And I want them to be happy. Always. And the same is true for everyone who watches this video. If you are a part of the community, you are welcome here, and you deserve to be happy and comfortable as well. Always.
With all my regards, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emric.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navarra?
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
horrible demon ceremony or peaceful garden ceremony?
The latter, ideally.
Can do.
I'll let you know when it's time.
I love just seeing Manfred in the background, like, hi. I would say it blows my mind that that's voiced by Matthew Mercer, but I've seen his Critical Role campaign. I'm not surprised with his voice range. It's amazing.
Hey, glad you stopped by. I was gonna grab drinks with the Lords of Fortune at the Hilt. Come along if you want. Get to know the Lords.
Sounds good.
We'll do all of this next time, once I get done with the wetlands. Next set is probably going to be mostly cutscenes, dealing with these little side quest bits. But we'll see. I do know the next story beat. Oh, I know what we're doing next. Never mind, I just remembered. I know the next major story is going to take a good chunk of time, so... yeah. Harding. I love her room.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaperate didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta, or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Wish we had time to head down there and show them what you can do.
I don't think that would have helped.
But think how satisfying it would be.
Yeah. What's satisfying about being thrown in a Deep Roads prison? Orzammar takes its heritage very seriously.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Are you suggesting Kal Sharok?
Yes.
The lost capital of the dwarves? That Kal Sharok?
Exactly. Its people survived in isolation, apart from the rest of us. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're close to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
How do we get in touch with these Kal Sharok dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Love Harding. Kal Sharok has actually been a interesting bit of discussion, I believe, in the Dragon Age community, because we heard about it in one of the DLCs for Origins, and then every so often we get piecemealed it with codex entries. We don't know shit about Kal Sharok. So it's actually really cool that we get to learn more about it. As I've said, I love it when the game talks about the dwarves, because we are all always on about elves. I want to learn more about the Qun. I want to learn more about elves. Not elves, dwarves. Don't get me wrong, elves are cool. I would love to learn more about them too, but, you know. Either way, that's going to be it for now. I hope you all enjoyed this set. I'll see you all next time where we continue on from here. But till then, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.